welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some of my first year favorites. So basically things that just got us through the first year and helped us to not just survive, but thrive. I compiled a list of like my top 10 favorite things that I just loved having for him, and I think he also enjoyed having, and just made our life easier. Some of this I had figured out from like mom friends that I have that just said like, oh my gosh, I swear by this item. Others are just things that I found on my own that he just simply liked. So if you watched my last video, my son is officially 1. We had his birthday. His birthday party was so fun. It was just a blast. I literally can't believe he's 1. It's so weird to me that he was born a year ago. It feels like just yesterday. But I also just love watching him grow and see him hit all these milestones and just watch him develop is so amazing and cool. And now that he's like really walking and he's basically running all around, it's just so fun to watch him and see him like figure these things out. So with that being said, I want to share these 10 items that I really think helped me through, especially the first couple of months as I just literally was trying to figure it out as I went. And now feeling like I have a year under my belt and I like know what I'm doing. I mostly go by maternal instinct. I do have a lot of friends that are moms that are super helpful. And then of course, you know, getting advice from people who have done it before is always helpful. I'm very grateful that I have a lot of friends that are moms, especially like friends with kids about his age. That's super helpful to just take everything in, everybody's advice, and then of course, follow my own natural mom instinct of what is going to be best for my baby. So anyway, with all that to say, let's get started. Starting with my absolute, I tried to order them number 1 through 10, like my favorite, but it was really hard to do because I have like, these are all pretty much my favorite items. Okay, my first favorite item is the Snuggle Me Lounger. This Snuggle Me Lounger is amazing. He would just take such great naps in this, and he would just lay so comfortably in this. From the first day we brought him home from the hospital, I remember he was just crying and he had ate, he had clean diaper, like nothing was wrong, but I think it was also probably my anxiety of like, I don't know what I'm doing, rubbing off on him, and he was just crying, and I was so stressed because the house looked a mess from, you know, just being at the hospital for 3 days, you know, 2 days. I needed to like clean up and do laundry and just do all these things. And I just felt like I couldn't put him down or he would start crying. And then I remembered, or I tried this, I should say. I had it out and I tried this, and he literally just was, you could just tell how comfortable he was in this. And they also sell these covers for it. So anytime we had like an accident, pee, poop, it was so easy to clean. Also, the actual lounger itself is so easy to clean, which again, is just super helpful for being a mom and needing to like clean things quickly, because it was like our holy grail. So like when it was dirty and needed to be clean, I needed it cleaned quickly. But yeah, he loved this thing probably until like maybe like 4 or 5 months we used this, until they like start rolling. He couldn't use this anymore. But especially the first couple of nights, like we were like, do we put this in the crib and let him sleep in it? We didn't, because it is, God bless you, because it is a safety hazard to let him like sleep in it when you're not watching him. But I was like so tempted because he just was so comfortable in this thing. So yeah, I will say this is like my number 1 for like the first couple of months. Able to like put them down and actually get something done or accomplished. So that's my number 1. My number 2 is my baby carrier. Okay. And this should honestly be number 1 because I have used this since week 1 of Mark Jr. being alive to still today. I still use this. He loves it. And it's still, he fits in it so comfortably still. This is the Mabe one. I think it's like it's still like $120, but it's like a dupe for the Artie Pop one that's like $300. This is amazing. Like I said, he's still so comfortable in it, and it's so cute. So I didn't get like a, what's the word? Unisex one, because I ended up getting my husband one anyway. Like a manly one from Tactical Baby Gear. Honestly, I might need a new one when we have another baby because I've worn this so much. And again, I still use it. I do have a code with them. I will put it down below. I think it gets you like $5 off. But I just swear by this carrier. Anytime I needed to get something done and he just wanted to be held, I would put this on. I would put this on and cook dinner, obviously being careful around flames and the oven and all that, of course. But I just would put this on and he would be so comfortable. I use it around the house. Like if I'm trying to get things done, I use it if we're going to the store and he's like up but wants to be held, like anything like that, I would use it. Honestly, I also really like it if you have a little baby and you don't really want anybody touching him because it's like cold and flu season, or you're just nervous if like you have a little anxiety with people touching him and you're going to like a family party, just put your baby carrier on and be like, oh, he just likes to be held. Perfect excuse for people like not touching him and not holding him if you're, again, just a little anxious. We went to the States wrestling because my father-in-law is the announcer at States, and we went Friday night, so I knew it was gonna be a little dicey with his bedtime being at like 7:30. Sometimes he's totally fine and other times he's just ready to go to sleep at 7:30. So I brought my baby carrier in with me and I literally changed his diaper, put him in the baby carrier, rocked him for like 2 minutes and he was out. And he slept in my carrier for probably like an hour and a half at States with the whistles blowing and the people yelling and the announcing. He just was out totally chilling. So again, I cannot recommend getting a good baby carrier enough, because if you do, it will be life-changing. I have never tried any other carriers. I saw a couple other people recommended the Baby Bjorn one, I think. But honestly, that one to me, no offense to anybody who has it, is not super cute, where I don't know how much I'd want to wear it, where this is like actually cute as well, where I like wearing it. I like the design on it, and they also have really good colors as well. They have a light blue one that I was tempted to buy as well. Okay, my next thing is like tied for third is my Jeep jogging stroller. Now, I love a jogging stroller. I think like they're great if you like to work out, go on walks, runs. I love that for that. But I love that I didn't get a super expensive one. It's still expensive. This one was like $150. It's not like it's cheap. It's still $150. But they have like jogging strollers for $500. I am so glad I didn't get that. And cause I kind of was thinking, I don't even know how much I'll use this. Like I love to walk and run, but like how much am I really gonna like bust out my jogging stroller? And when I tell you, I use it so much. I keep my jogging stroller in my garage so that I'm easy to just take it out when we go on a walk. So I use it so much for that. If you watched my beach vacation packing video, I like used it so much down the shore. It was amazing. I would go to the beach by myself. I would put the baby in the jogging stroller, put everything on the jogging stroller, like my chair, my bag, like just throw everything onto the handle. And then because it has the big tires, I was able to turn it around and like drag it onto the beach with the baby in it. So it was just amazing for that, because it's not a super expensive one. I wasn't worried about it like getting dirty or getting rusty or like anything like that. Of course I cleaned it after and it's perfectly fine to like use and it hasn't gotten messed up. But I am so happy that I didn't get a super expensive jogging stroller, so that I can kind of like beat it up and I'm not worried about it and use it for what it's intended for. Beach walks, getting onto the beach, going for a walk, going for a run down at the shore or here, you know. So I cannot recommend like I don't want to say cheap because it's not cheap, but a cheaper option stroller, and specifically a jogging stroller is nice because I can use it for those things, like heavy duty things that I need it for. I used to also put him in my jogging stroller and just take him outside with me if I was like doing yard work or something like that, and he would just sit in it and hang out. Which leads me to my next favorite thing that's tied for third. It's actually a 4-in-1. So it started as a bouncer, which he did not like. He did not like my Graco bouncer. But I had another one from Ingenuity that he liked, so he would just chill in that. But once he could like sit up on his own, he wanted to be up and like looking at what I'm doing. You know, I wanted to sit him up so that he could actually play with some toys, whether it be like a crinkle book or whatever. So that is where this came in handy. This was so nice because I would put him in it and put him outside, because in the summer he was like 4 or 5 months old, 6 months old. So like I just wanted to get us outside like as much as we could. When you have a baby that doesn't move, what are you supposed to do outside? I would put a towel down and put this on it in the grass while I gardened, and he would just sit and hang out for like 30 minutes just hanging out with me. Maybe even longer, I don't know. But he would just sit and hang out and chill and just want to, because he also probably felt the same way. He just wanted to be in the sunlight, in the warm weather. So we love this thing. Also, again, before he would move and in the safety of me, I would put this on my kitchen counter while I cooked, and he just would love to sit and watch me cook. It was awesome. So I love this one because it's 4-in-1. So if your baby liked the bouncer, it would be really nice to have, you know, it convert. And it also transformed into a jumper. So that's why this is like, this part's like hanging off. You can clip it underneath when he's in a seated position, but then it also like rolls up and turns into a bouncer that he also loved. Like that, this was his favorite bouncer. He would just jump in this thing. So I love any item that goes from one thing to another to multiple things, because you can just get extended use out of it. I actually just recently put this away before his birthday party because he finally like doesn't use it anymore. I think it actually turns into one more thing. I'm not sure. I have to double check. Next thing on my list, I've never seen anybody with this, but I would tell like every mom that I saw in the grocery store. My mom saw this on TikTok or Instagram or something and told me to add it to my registry. And I am so grateful that I did. It is the Totes Babies. When your baby's in the infant car seat, it clips to the side of the cart and you can just lay the, it's like a hammock for the infant car seat. You all right? What's wrong? Here. Here, buddy. You want some water? Here. So it is essentially a hammock for the infant car seat, and you can put it in the, like I didn't have another baby or toddler, of course. I would just close the part where you would put a toddler in, and I would put this part at the front where like the, you know, where I'm pushing so that he was super close to me. But what it does is it's a hammock for the infant car seat, so you can still put your groceries all underneath. And also why I got this is because I figured when I have a toddler and an infant, I can have the toddler in the regular part of the shopping cart and then put this behind him and have the infant in the shopping cart as well and be able to still put things under the cart, because again, it doesn't, what are you trying to get to? You want this? Yeah. That way you can still shop. And this was amazing because if your baby is sleeping in the infant car seat, this is the best thing about the infant car seat is it can just go, you know, obviously pop out of the car. So if the baby's sleeping, he can stay asleep. You don't have to bother him. I love this thing. I swear by it. I have everything linked in my Amazon storefront. This you can get on Amazon. So I do have it linked on there, but it's an awesome little contraption so that your car seat isn't taking up the entire shopping cart, and then your infant has like boxes of pasta on him, bananas on his legs. You know, it's just really convenient for shopping. Next up, but honestly this could be number 1 too, is my Swaddle Up Swaddle. So my friend Shelly told me about this and it was life-changing for Mark Jr.'s sleep. He's always a very good sleeper, but when I started putting him in the Swaddle Up Swaddle, oh my gosh, he started sleeping like 5-6 hours and then finally sleeping through the night. It could have been because he was getting older, but he just slept so good in this swaddle. So essentially he never liked being regular swaddled because he liked his arms up, which I feel like is common with most babies. But literally since he was in my womb, he had his like hand by his face. He just always slept with his arms up. That was just what was comfortable for him. But he would always break out of the swaddles because he swaddled with his arms down. And I tried swaddling him with his arms up, but like again, the swaddle would just break open. So the Swaddle Up Swaddle is essentially, my friend Shelly also used to call her son like Batman, or his like Batman suit or something. And that is spot on because their arms are like this in it and it's real tight. So they feel swaddled where they're, you know, cocooned, but their arms are up how they like them. So if I can, and anytime I have a baby shower or something, I always gift that swaddle. And I don't have it with me because it's down in your little kid stuff, right? It's down in his baby stuff. I did grab some of this up, but I wasn't searching for his swaddle in the boxes. Then we moved up to the swaddle that's like level 2 or whatever, where you can take the arms off, and he also really liked that. So I would recommend that one as well. And once he kind of outgrew that around like 7 or 8 months, that's when I switched to my sleep bags, which I have the copper pearl sleep bags that we love and he still sleeps in. I do have a blanket in his crib, but honestly, he's still so little, he'll cuddle it. But to keep him warm, I still really like to have a sleep bag on him, and I probably will continue that until he's like 1.5 years or maybe even 2. Next thing we have is my car camera. I also don't have that with me. It's like so cheap. I think it's like $35 or $40, where a mirror is like $25, and I love it. I'm not even gonna say for a safety aspect, I just love it because I love watching him back there. I have since he was an infant. It's just so fun to see like what he does when he doesn't know you're watching. I like my car camera because I just like to watch him and see what he does back there, for safety of course, but it's just so fun to watch him on the car camera. And the one that I have has always worked. It's been a year. Also wanted to mention with the car camera, there are, what is he doing? Are you okay? He just dove over the blanket basket. Good job, buddy. Anyway, like I was saying, I've heard of other car cameras that don't shut off with the car and they can drain your battery. Mine has never done that. It always shuts off right away with the car. So yeah, I just would be cautious of that when shopping for a car camera, but we love ours. I got it from a recommendation from another YouTuber, and there's like super expensive car cameras that are like $200. You do not need that. Get this one from Amazon. It is great. It's worked for a year. It's been awesome. Next thing I have to recommend is my shopping cart cover. So after he's at an age where you don't need your totes babies anymore, probably around 7 or 8 months when you're not using the infant car seat. So this is a shopping cart cover where it covers the whole shopping cart and it keeps them nice and clean from all the germs. This one specifically is really big, and that's why I'm recommending it, because it covers like all the types of shopping carts. You wanna go play downstairs for a little bit?
Yeah.
Hey, it's you. It's you and me. Yeah, say hi. Good job. And then I also use this as a height chair cover, so anytime we go into a restaurant, I would recommend this, especially like, I'm glad I had this for the timing that I had it. He, you know, was still a baby in the winter and you just don't want all those germs. So it was nice to have this to cover the shopping cart and cover height chairs, especially in the midst of winter and cold and flu season. My last 2 things are some toys. I love his little extra saucer toy. We still use it. He'll just stand at it and play with the toys now. The only thing I would say about the one specifically that I have is that I feel like you have to be really tall to like actually bounce on it. He probably reaches the bottom now. It's 3 levels, but it's on the highest level and he's like average height for a boy. So that's the only thing I would look into, is make sure the height for the baby is, you know, not too long where they won't be able to like jump in it for a while, but he would just chill in it. Like his feet could touch the bottom. He just couldn't really like jump like you're supposed to. But he loved the toys on it. He loved playing with it. So I would just put the extra saucer right next to me when I was cooking and he would just sit there and play in it. I've also put him in it and brought it outside, and I remember I was like cleaning the grill and he was just sitting playing in the sun. Again, anything I can just easily transport outside and we can play with is a win for me. My last recommendation is our walker toy. Let me go grab it real quick. Okay, I lied. I have 2 things. This walker toy is from Amazon and he has loved this. Even before he could walk, he would just sit and play with the things on it. So this has been a win for a while for us. And it's just from Amazon. It's like pretty cheap. All the kids play with it when they come over. Here, look. Show them. And then my last thing, I have like a little table. Here, look, Marky. Play with your table. And we love playing with this. He loves these things. They like come off and he'll just take them and run away. But this table, like he loves and he would play with. He plays with so much. So this is my last thing. But this is great if your baby, again, can't walk yet or can't can just like stand up or sit and play, this table is awesome. I love it and it's like, of course, I love everything neutral. I'm gonna try to hide him, but this table is just a win. It's so cute, and it's perfect for, I would get it more closer to like 7 or 8 months. That way they can sit and play, and then they can grow into standing and playing, and then, you know, just playing with it whenever they're not running around, because now they're walking. But he still loves it. Like, okay. That is my 10, kind of 11 things that I recommend, my first year favorites. I hope this is helpful to you, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something useful out of it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.